Hi, I'm James, and on behalf of everybody at Everything ALS, thank you for agreeing to be our next guest speaker for our Master Talk series. This video will provide you a short breakdown of what to expect on the day that you present. So without any further ado, let's begin. Our Master Talk series sessions can attract anywhere from 80 to 300 live attendees. But for those of our friends who can't make the live session, all of our talk series are recorded and uploaded to our YouTube channel, which can be found at youtube.com/everythingals. Our talk series has a pretty simple structure that consists of 5 main points. They are a non-recorded pre-introduction, the recorded introduction, the recorded presentation by our guest speaker, the recorded question and answer portion for our guest speaker, and finally, the non-recorded open forum, where our ALS guests and their caregivers are encouraged to ask questions and engage in dialogue. But let's go into a little bit more detail about what you can expect from each section. We open up the Zoom call and allow people to join in at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This allows people a 30-minute window to get situated, log on, and take care of any technical difficulties they may encounter. During this time, it's an open discussion and it's not recorded. Anything that anybody wants to talk about can be talked about. Our talk series officially begins at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's during this time that the recording also begins, where everyone will be muted except for the co-hosts and the hosts themselves. We recommend and ask that our guest speakers arrive 5 minutes earlier to the meeting at 3:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time so that we're able to give you, our guest speaker, co-host privileges so that you can share your screen and unmute yourself during the presentation. During the first few minutes of the talk series, from roughly 4 o'clock to 4:05, we have our announcement section, where Everything ALS updates our guests and our community about what we're doing on a weekly basis and what we've achieved and may need help with from our community. After this, we may do some slight introductions to some of the hosts, and then we'll read a short biography and introduction to you, our guest speaker. From there, the spotlight is all yours and you can jump right into your presentation. The presentation period can last anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes depending on how much time the guest speaker needs. During the presentation, we encourage and ask our participants to ask questions in the Zoom chat. You don't need to worry about this because we have moderators that will be pulling these questions from the Zoom chat and preparing them to be asked during the Q&A portion. Once you finish presenting, we'll immediately segue into the question and answer portion of the talk series. During this time, myself and a student ambassador will alternate asking you questions from our participants about your presentation. We'll continue asking you questions until questions run out or until we hit the 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time deadline. We try to end the question and answer portion as closely to 5 p.m. as possible, and we do this for 2 reasons. Firstly, we want to be respectful of your time. Secondly, we want to allocate enough time for our participants to have during their open forum session that follows after the Q&A. At 5 p.m., we stop the recording and the question and answer period stops as well. We then go on into our open forum section, which is not recorded, and this allows our ALS patients and their caregivers to ask questions freely amongst themselves. You are more than welcome to join in and stay for this, but we understand that you may have other obligations as well, and you are by no means obligated to stay for this, although you will be more than welcome to stay. All of our Master Talk series are recorded and uploaded to our YouTube channel, so that individuals who may not have been able to attend the live event can still gain the information from the presentation. 1 to 3 days after the presentation, you'll receive an email from us with a link to that specific YouTube video. That YouTube video will consist of the introduction, your presentation, and the question and answer period that followed after. The open forum is again not included because it is not recorded in order to protect patient and caregiver privacy. Once again, on behalf of everyone at Everything ALS, I want to thank you for agreeing to be our guest speaker. We look forward to your presentation and talking with you in the coming days. Take care, and we'll see you very soon.